That's what I was doing the other night. Is I was
wireless shit show, wireless shit show, la 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 la. Wireless shit show, wireless shit show. It's dark matter and Kintaro.
I'm gonna reball this bad boy.
Why?
Ready. What's up, y'all? It's that time of the night again. That is the Wireless Shit Show. Yeah.
Hold on, did you say pow 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 pow?
I did. Do you have a ham horn at the ready? Oh! No, he did it! Oh, what? Let's go! That's right, we've got an amazing show for you tonight. We've got ham horns, and we've got Kintaro, and we've got me, Dark Matter. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a shit show. It's gonna be fun.
It will be a shit show. Hold on. Why is that? Oh, wait.
Holding on. We made them listen for like 5 minutes to the cool super intro.
Right. Sorry, my bad.
Authored by yours, Kintaro, truly.
My bad.
What's up, chat? What's up, everybody? Glad to have you here. Kobeski, Monkey Dragon, Aramon, Spiky Roach.
It's been a while.
Mr. Bill, it's good to see you. Good to see you. It has been a while. It's been like 2 weeks. That's a lot of days for us.
I know.
Too many days.
That is way more days than I would like.
Too many days. You know what we should do? We should do a giveaway. We haven't done one of those in a minute.
But we still haven't fulfilled the other one.
Oh. Maybe we should do that giveaway and then...
Yeah, well, I'm not ready for that one yet because I haven't picked up all the tweets. I haven't selected any of the winners. So. That could be an issue.
That could be an issue.
Right. We'll do it sometime.
I do have some cool...
We can announce one and then we'll do it like...
I do have some cool new swag to throw at people. Nice. Bada. Some Apex storage cards, shill. And I found some of my classics. The classic.
Oh, God.
Hey, it's see-through. What was that? What was that?
What was what?
I don't know, your audio was all jacked.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me just fix that a bit.
Wiggle.
Ah, there we go. We're this close to getting kicked off Twitch. I love it.
All right, so my audio is low on the mix.
Roger.
So I can either pump it up on
no,
my
I got
side.
it. I got you turned down. How about now?
Oh, nice.
How about now?
Oh wait, I got.
What did you hook up? What is this?
Can we please get the show on the road? What's with this technical difficulty bullshit?
Soundboard. We're upgrading our game. Next thing you know, we're gonna have the chat streaming on the screen, and then what else could we have? Maybe like when people subscribe, it makes noises.
Yeah, probably. I think last time Lost did that, it crashed his box. So. Ooh, old school.
Oh yeah. I found some of these the other day too, digging them out. They're 555 timers, designed by sodium, whatever salt is.
So, I guess we should I mean, despite the fact that we don't have Milkman or Raker here,
yeah,
we should probably do it in the format that we are usually used to.
And what is that?
Well, hey, how has it been the last 2 weeks? Anything you'd like to share?
Hey, yeah, we totally got lots of stuff to share. Turns out, both of us have been gallivanting across the world at different conferences.
Yes. Well, you start. You had that StCon, right?
Yeah. So,
how did that go?
Was out into the Provos of Utah, which for some reason the conference is held there because they have a convention center, I guess. It used to be held, fun fact, it used to be held in a little place called Ogden, Utah. And just up the road from it, there was this very yummy steakhouse that was super good. Anyways, I digress. StCon, Provo, Utah. Security conference I've been going to for like 7 years or 6 years, however long it's been. That was actually like I had submitted a talk forever ago, my first talk submission to DEF CON, and got super rejected. And I went and started whining to all my friends and everybody, and was like, "Oh, I got rejected." And they're like, "Why don't you come check out StCon? We have a security conference in Utah." And I was like, "Oh, I never heard of it. What is this?" And then I've been speaking ever since. I hear a baby crying. Did I hear a baby crying? Yeah, I hear a baby crying. Very nice. These sound effects are gonna kill me. Mr. Bill asks, isn't Ogden home of Caldera Linux? I have no idea. Don't even use Caldera Linux, so don't have no clue. But I'm sure a Google search away you can find that answer. But so
Jesus, did you Google smack Mr. Bill?
Just kidding, Mr. Bill. Here, I'll Google it for you right now.
No, continue.
So spoke there years ago. They let me on their stage for some reason, and then I've been addicted ever since, and have just found awesome people. And surprisingly, a lot of them are the same people that I knew from DEF CON. So it's kind of weird to know that there was a conference and nobody told me about. What are you laughing at?
Kubisky just said, "Shout out to all the ones who wrote your presentation."
So
Yes.
I was getting to that.
Yes.
Thank you, Kubeski. Let's just start with that to begin with. So I figured I only wanted to do like a 20-minute presentation, so I figured I could elongate it by adding another 20 minutes of going off everybody else's stuff. So yes, shout out, absolutely, and huge thank you to everyone who replied to my tweet requesting pictures of their rigs so I could go through and share those with other people to show that I'm not the only crazy building boxes, and Kataro's not the only crazy building boxes. Yeah. So, anyways, so yeah, unfortunately, I was only able to be there for 2 days. It usually lasts 4 days, and it's during the weekday, which is surprisingly, or the weekdays, which is surprisingly nice for a conference because, a lot of times conferences are only on the weekends, and if you can convince work to pay for it, or you have a work justification to go, it's kind of nice to get away. But it also sucks too. I've done plenty of troubleshooting at this conference for clients, or responding to issues and stuff while I'm at the conference, so it's distracting too. But anyways, it's a really good conference. It's not too huge, pretty small. Yeah. It was fun. I had a fun time doing my talk. Talked about the Kraken again, kind of broke it down a little bit and what's going into it. And then, as Kobeski pointed out, I definitely wanted to shout out the community and the different stuff that they had going on there. So thank you again and again and again for helping me finish my talk.
The talk is on their YouTube, right?
Yeah, it's on the YouTubes.
Yeah.
Yep, it's already up. It's on the YouTubes, so you can go check that out. I'm sure there may be a link somewhere to it somewhere.
I saw. I think StCon's Twitter tweeted it out. So
yeah, it was fun. And then the other thing too is there's a lot of really good questions at the end. So
yeah, no, the QA section was impressive in the way that it had some questions that sometimes we take for granted.
Right, and that's exactly what had happened with those questions. I had taken for granted to discuss some of the details, and so it really helped me flesh out some of that information. So that talk, I didn't do a bunch of data analysis. That was mostly focus on the project, the build, the complications, stuff like that, and more specifically those things, more than what the data analysis is. And honestly, it's just because I was trying to do the war driving competition at DEF CON. And then I had some struggles with being indoors so much that I didn't have GPS, and then so I was doing things to make it so I wasn't capturing as much data. I was trying to be strategic, and so it wasn't interesting like the Cactus or previous years where I would set it up in the NOC for like 15 hours and catch a terabyte of data. You know what I mean? So it was a little bit different on that front, but
thanks for Busy Signal for sharing the link.
Thanks Busy Signal. So go give it a thumbs down. You know, we gotta downvote it. Let's get it the most disliked video on YouTube.
Yeah, everybody comments saying this one trick pony again. No, it looked like you had fun.
And there was also something super awesome. The lockpicking lawyer, Mr. LPL himself, was in fact the keynote for the conference. Which was
that
freaking awesome.
When you tweeted out the picture of like no photographs on the keynote, and then I tweeted out saying what part of no photography you did. You know how many I got like DMs of people going, well, actually it's because of lockpicking lawyer. Like, I know. It's like, this is a fucking joke. I don't need like real replies to my tweets most of the times anyway. So I mean, like, unless I'm asking for stuff. But I'm definitely not jealous. You know, my nipples are not hurting. You got to meet the lockpicking lawyer.
I may have gotten you some Christmas presents. I got Henry some Christmas presents, and I probably spent more on.
Oh, fuck off, Bill.
I may have spent more money on lockpicks than I've ever spent in my life. But these leashy lockpicks are so dope. Holy crap, these are amazing. So I've been having a lot of fun toying around with them and like honing my feel for where things are. So and then also too, I'm gonna purchase the covert, what is it called? His covert it's like the Swiss Army knife looking thing. Yeah, I want to get one of those. Those are
covert
really neat.
Tool side, right?
Yeah. Lockpicking lawyer is freaking awesome.
How was the keynote?
Oh, it was really good. He did a number of live demos, and only one of them did he have a problem picking it in like a reasonable amount of time, and so he just moved on to a different lock. And so it was really cool to be able to see that. Also, he legit was a lawyer and shared some of his case law stuff that he argued and some of the loopholes. But he doesn't do that anymore. He's not actually a practicing law currently. He's
so unlike a lot of people on Twitter, he actually does have a legal background.
He literally has a legal background. Yeah. And then the reason why I mean, anonymity is important for everyone, but specifically, you know, I think he's got a few million subs now, maybe like 3 million subs. But apparently there's been people that have just showed up at his house and stuff, and, you know, it's just not cool. So sent him some creepy stuff. So...
Variable Label back with the
Variable
sub.
Label, and guess who I saw in person at StCon? Variable Label. It was good to see you. Yeah, he was there.
Nice.
Yep. Shout out to him.
So any other? Well, you were only there for like a day.
2 days. Yeah, I was there for 2 days. I could only go for 2 days. I had a previous.
How long is the conference itself? 3?
4 days. Yeah.
Whoa, that's a nice.
Tuesday, Wednesday,
nice
Thursday, Friday. Yeah. Basically, and then Monday night's kind of like a meet and greet, and so it's basically Monday through Friday. So check in Monday, leave on Friday, and it's cool too because they have food there, so you can get all your lunch there, drinks. It's it's a good little ditty. We'll have to get you out. You can come speak with me.
Yeah, StCon is one of the conferences I've been wanting to go to for a long time. It's just. It never worked out schedule wise, and
it's kind of hard because it's like like especially with you with AV Tokyo and everything, and it like backs up to everything pretty quick. So let's see what else was. Oh, one other thing too. So
once we become internet famous, like millions and millions of subs on our YouTube, and then we all, you and I can quit our jobs and just do this,
and we can just do YouTube and podcast.
Every day, and then I can fly out to StCon and we can have a show at StCon.
You'll just have a house here, and then I'll have a house there, and we'll just like fly. We'll get on our private jet.
Yeah. We'll make us both have a small studio.
Yeah,
we can have guests.
Yeah, well, and we'll get lights that stay on when we're talking.
Hey, I don't want to hear shit from you about the lights. You're the one with the shitty lights. Oh, I know.
One other note about StCon too. So normally every year I do this thing called Hack in the Box there, where basically I kind of ripped off the name Hack in the Box from Singapore,
Hack
right?
in the box.
Yeah.
Hack in the box.
But I like the name. It's like it's a cute little name. But the idea is we just set up like a temporary hackerspace. So normally I just rent like a VRBO, and I've got a couple other people, my friend Dave and Henry, and I've had some other people help me in the past. Kind of just throw it together. We get a house. We use the garage to set up like tables for soldering irons, and then we just have people hacking all night long, either working on challenges, whatnot. So with COVID this year and with everything that's going on, we weren't sure if we wanted to do that and what the responsibility would be. And so what we ended up doing is, what StCon ended up doing is being willing to rent a conference center from the hotel that they used, and we're hosting it there. And so, which was really nice of them. So it was a pretty good time, I hear. I unfortunately didn't even get to go. But what was rad is I usually sell things to raise money, and I had some badges from a few years back.
Sell things as in what? Like
badges, stickers,
meet and greet.
Meet and greet opportunities. Come hang out with me. For $100, I'll give you a hug.
You're like
for
signed photographs.
Like you let me know whatever you want. Like we'll work it out.
$20 is $20.
Yeah,
I'm not shaming. I'm just clarifying the merchandise being sold there.
Yeah, a number of years ago, like we've all seen it. We've lost a number of members of our community to mental illness, and so I just kind of made it a goal every year to try to raise funds for that. And there's some local organizations where the money goes directly back into the community. So I was pretty stoked this year. We raised $2,000, so
nice.
Super happy about that. So
very nice.
Yeah. So reach out to all your friends, ask them what's up, make sure everybody's doing okay, make sure they're on the
You filthy criminals.
So
right, and then you had a vacation, right? I don't know if we're going to talk about
well, it's kind of funny. I've been kind of on this weird vacation mode. So Friday night, or the Friday before StCon, I was down at Red Bull Rampage. So I was talking to people and trying to get sponsored. Right. Help us get sponsored for our war walking efforts and your war walking efforts. I actually met like a bunch of sales reps and stuff from Red Bull. So I've got this guy's phone number. So fingers crossed, we might be able to work something out, Katara. I'm working on it. There might be some interest in some weird, crazy wireless shenanigans. At a minimum, we might get like a case of Red Bull out of it. So, yeah. So, Rebel Rampage was freaking crazy. So I did that, and then went to StCon, which is on the other side of the state, and then went back to my home. And then got on an airplane to Orlando, took my kids, and went with my girlfriend to Disney World, which was absolutely epic.
So wait, I mean, I don't want to be a mom.
Be the mom.
In the last 2.5 weeks, it looks like you had more vacation than work time. Are you gonna be okay?
I don't know. We'll see what my credit card says in a couple of days. It was pretty sketchy. People are like, okay, I'm donating money to your Hack in the Box charity fundraiser for NAMI, Utah. And then you're going to Disney World tomorrow? What the fuck?
You are living that Instagram model, like influencer life without the funding behind it. So I'm like,
I just fake it so well.
Yes. Very cool. No, I mean, I'm sure it has been a interesting 2.5 weeks for you, right? So
yeah, there's been a lot. There's been a lot of things. So yeah, I'm
so did you wiggle at the Rat Kingdom?
Oh, you're damn right I did. And speaking of which, we can pull up and see how many I got. 1 second. Yeah, it was pretty fun doing that. I was gonna bring, so I was thinking about it. I was this close to bringing the Kraken, and I was like, I just don't want to. It's just too heavy. I don't want to lug it, especially taking on rides and stuff. And then I literally get on the new ride, Rise of the Resistance, which is a Star Wars Land ride, and I'm in line. And I'm walking through. No, sorry, it wasn't Rise of the Resistance. Excuse me. It was Smuggler's Run, the Millennium Falcon run. Ride.
If there's any ride that deserves the Kraken to be on, it is the Smuggler's Run.
So I don't know if you saw on my Twitter, I took some pictures of boxes, and they're legitimately the same Harbor Freight boxes. Like, talk about being completely ripped out of like the fourth wall. Like, you know, I'm like, oh hey, look, there's Star Wars boxes, and I'm like, oh wait, a Harbor Freight box. Like, the magic disappeared instantly, and I was like, I have that box. So then I'm like, I wonder if they'd notice if I swapped boxes. So I tried to lift it up, and they had it like screwed in, so it wasn't moving.
No, you don't need to swap it. Just add one more. Nobody's gonna notice another Harbor Freight box.
Okay, so that's a future project. I think I want to start raising some funds for hacking, not hacking. That sounds too aggressive.
The irony of smuggling a box into Smuggler's Run,
and then leaving it, and then like doing some rides, and then coming back and getting it later.
It's probably easy to just leave a phone, just grab like a cheap phone, and then forget about it, and then come back and say, "Oh, I lost my phone." You know, I'm sure in Disneyland it will come back, or Disney World, Rat Kingdom. So,
but yeah, it was really fun. Holy crap, that was a good time. There was a lot of food. I ate a lot. I probably gained 20 pounds. I did a lot of steps though. I was averaging about 20,000 steps a day.
Nice.
So
how much did you catch?
Hold on, let's pull it up. I haven't even.
You
looked.
were going to pull up. I was filling the space for you to pull it up.
Ah, well, hold on. I'm pulling it up. Wiggle. You know, so one of my files. Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 yeah. One of my files was what's the rules on use for that stuff?
What?
Like, if you play a song that's copyrighted, how much can you use of it for fair use?
The fuck do I care?
I don't know. I figured you cared. What was that? Nothing even played. All I saw was you going.
Wait, it didn't come up? Well, that's weird. Should have played.
Okay.
Drink all the booze, pack all the things, drink all the...
That's a classic. That's a classic. That's a classic. That's a classic.
See, everybody heard it.
Do you think Dual Core would copy strike us?
I don't think Dual Core will. More likely,
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Jason Derulo would.
Jason Derulo!
Give me the password to the fucking Wi-Fi.
What was that one? I never heard that one before.
Never heard that. It's Nicki Minaj, Chun-Li. A whole beef song between Nicki and Cardi B.
That's pretty funny. Okay, I'm covering your face. Actually, I think I have a screen for this. Oh yeah, right there. Boom. Boom. Actually, that looks bad. Hold on. Hold, please.
Every time you hear cyber, I want you to think.
Did you make that one?
Yeah.
Nice.
I had to pull out a bunch of old sound clips that I had. So.
Okay. I think I got it. Okay, it's on the screen. You're gonna have to look on the Twitch stream to see it. So, at the Disney Worlds, this one was fun. 134,000 line items on that one. That was a good day. Wait, yeah, 2021 and
140,000?
134,000. And then I had another 137,000. The problem is the new. Like, if you look at the new, they were very low because people already wiggled the shit out of this place. It looks like I probably got new Wi-Fi networks. Wait. Oh yeah, that's Bluetooth. New, it looks like maybe 3,000, I'd say. 3,000 networks at Disney World. You had that ready because you already knew. Oh, I hate you. I hate you so bad. But here's the stats that I think is pretty awesome. 38,000 new Bluetooth devices, 40,000 Bluetooth, 31,000 Bluetooth, 26,000, 46,000 Bluetooth.
You're gonna hate me for what's coming up then.
Boom. That's like 100,000 Bluetooths that I saw. 200,000. 200,000 Bluetooths. So
Fair enough.
yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. It's not a huge area. You know, all the Wi-Fi access points are all pretty much, laid out.
There's nobody actually popping in Wi-Fi spots. So, I mean, it is a bit more difficult.
Probably the new ones that I saw were people's like hotspots on their phone.
Yeah.
You know
but,
what I mean?
Nobody's setting up routers and whatnot.
Not yet.
Not yet. Coming soon. The Wiggle Run at Disney World.
Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 yeah.
Right. Cool.
Yeah, and I didn't get a chance to really go out too far into Orlando. I was mostly stayed at a Disney resort property, used Disney transportation basically or Uber to get to point A to point B, and then was at the airport. So, but yeah, I don't know. I think maybe the next time that I go, I may create a Kintaro inspired compact rig that goes in my backpack that I can also throw swag in as I purchase it along at the park. So
Nice.
but I
Cool.
wanted to have like full capture capability and have at least 6 to 8 radios,
Yeah.
maybe 12 radios.
Well, Lozaling's rig has a couple radios on it, right? I don't know how
Right.
many he has on that thing.
Well, he's got at least 4 or 6 antennas, so I don't know. I have to ask him.
Right.
So that's been my wild adventure. Yeah, Disney was 10 out of 10. Had super fun. Ran into an old friend there, which was rad.
Nice.
And
Herman is like, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Did you say wiggle, 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 wiggle?
Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, wiggle.
7
radios.
Wi-Fi
Nice.
radios. The answer is
Nice.
7 Wi-Fi radios.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's awesome.
very nice. So yeah,
Well done.
after last episode, that Saturday, the Hardhat Brigade had their 24 hours of wiggle thing.
Yeah.
Where they basically they just killed the thing. I just saw a tweet from so according to Wiggle, they had a higher single day point total than any of the DEF CON days. So
What?
yeah, it's fucking amazing. 12 participants, 24 hours. They added 238,000 new APs
Wow.
to Wiggle. Congratulations, man. That is
That's freaking dope. Well done, Hard Hat Brigade. You didn't
So-
try, as Yoda
No, no.
said. You do.
You do.
You
did.
did.
And that was awesome.
You dude.
Because of the time difference and I had Code Blue coming up, I couldn't participate in it. And I'm in the DC Buffdale Wigglers, so there's a different group. But
Hmm.
I wanted to show my support. So that Saturday I went for a 24K walk.
Mm.
Just war walking. It was fun. So I worked all Saturday getting ready for Code Blue, and then at night I went for a wall walk and 24K. So that was about 6-7 hours.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing kicked my ass. At the end, I was just like, oh, I don't. Because if you look at the I uploaded a clip to my YouTube, but if you look at the thing, at the end is like me going through the park, just collecting the miles to get to 24K. Because I
Right.
was in my walk and I was like, there's 22. Shit, I need another 4. I need another
So
4.
close.
So close. I just did a couple laps around the park, so I didn't pick up as many. My stats for the Hardhat Brigade 24-hour thing was 15,000 new Wi-Fi's, 14,000 new Bluetooth, with 2 of my phones. So I didn't carry my rig that time because my rig was in the shop. I was fixing shit. I
Yeah.
was working on it. So
Nice job. That's awesome, man.
well, I live in a super dense city, so it's not
Ah, you're finally getting it.
right.
Still though, I mean, you went out, you did the effort. So, cheers
Yeah,
to you, my
well.
friend. Cheers to you.
24K was fun. And then I had Code Blue, so 2 days of conference for me, 3 days if you include the setup. Word of advice: if you ever plan to your own conference, do not run a hybrid conference. I said last year. I said do not run an online conference. Do not definitely run a hybrid conference. Hybrid conference organization. This time it's like basically we were planning for 3 different conferences, right?
Yeah.
Because we didn't know if the state of emergency situation was going to get lifted, and we didn't know what the permissions were going to be for holding a physical event. So we had to plan an online version only. We had to plan a physical with the online presence, and we had to just, it's basically became like planning for 3 conferences.
Right.
And then we had to put in all these safety precautions for COVID. So we send out antigen tests to all the attendees. They were all required to provide negative results at the first check-in. We had 2 layers of check-in. The first layer was that you come in, you answer the health questionnaire. Then there was a certified nurse that will check the antigen kit test results. They will take your body temperature, surface body temperature. You go in, and then at the second level, there was another, we asked people to disinfect as they come in, their hands and stuff.
Mhm.
And then a secondary body surface temperature scan, and it was just like and the thing is, like, everybody seemed to enjoy it, but organization wise it was just a nightmare.
Yeah.
And we had people who had recorded talks, and we had people who had live talks, remote live talks. We had people who had remote QA. We had people who had no QA. We had people who had, were in person there, and and there were no rectal temperature.
Yeah,
that
I
just
see your
takes
net
it just takes too long. So it was just
How can you be sure unless you rectally test?
Yeah, I know, right? But the thing is, like, and then this all is because of these different government regulations that we have to adhere to by holding a in-person event, right?
Right.
In case there is a cluster, we need to be able to track everybody.
Yeah.
Right. So they were a bill, but now they're opening up because all the restrictions are lifted now. But yeah, I mean, people like, speakers not having the right version of Zoom or not audio. And then the difficult part is combining the hybrid or the online portion with the in-person part.
Mhm.
Like we had we wanted to have the ability for the in-person people to QA recorded talks or, live remotes. So there was a lot of little components that were put in place for allowing that, but that with the physical in-person conference is just a nightmare.
Yeah.
And the sad part of it is a Pandora's box, right? Once this is open, people are like, well, this is awesome, I'm gonna do a conference I never get to go to.
Right.
But man, from an organization point of view, it is just a fucking nightmare. And I think maybe if the technology gets better and organization get better, it might be better. But this one wore me down mentally. After the 2 days of the conference, I was just like, I'm not cut out for this shit anymore. So I'm like,
Here's my resignation letter.
Yeah, I am retiring next year, so I'm like, but that's not because of this. It's because I already announced it like 5 years ago. I was retiring in 10 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is hard. And like anybody who organizes a conference, I feel your pain. If there's any support group, then we should have is probably a conference organizer support group, which is kind of funny because that used to happen in Vegas. When every time I was there, it's like I'll get together with a couple guys who organize their own cons, and we will go out to that Hash a Go-Go.
Yeah.
Right? And they would just sit there and just bitch about
House.
speakers. Like, yeah, so-and-so didn't show up, man. I'm fucking just like attendees are like this and that, like whatnot. But it was hard. It was hard. I was worn out. Like after 2 days, I was just like, it got to a point where I wasn't enjoying it anymore. I was like, this is not fun.
Yeah.
As organizing a conference. So, it was rough for me. It's also that, it's been 2 years since I organized a physical conference, right? So there's ring rust. Like up to that time, like 8 years in a row, every year around the time, you kind of get used to it. And then suddenly 2 years of blank and you're thrown in the same mix again, and people expect the same quality of conference that they had before. I'm like, dude, I'm not like, 2 years of almost no interaction to suddenly I'm in charge of 300, 400, 500 people, right? Including staff. I'm like, yeah, this is heavy, man. But at the time, it was we got it done. It was successful. People seemed to have a good time, enjoyed the conference. So I'm happy about that. And then Tessie, my friend, my very good friend, a longtime friend over here.
Me and him are best friends on Pokemon Go. Just in case you're curious.
Right. He runs the conference called AV Tokyo. We talked about it before. That was happening the following Saturday, and me and Tessie were just sitting around trying to figure out new things to do, and they were all virtual this year. So this year they were like, I was like, and they were offering me what they call a room, basically like a chat room where I sit and people can ask me questions and we spend a whole day. I was like,
did you sign autographs virtually?
No, but it was just like I wasn't really interested in sitting in front of my computer all day talking to people. I was just like, no, I need something else. I need something else to do. And then we were talking about it, and there was this there's this train in Japan called the Yamanote line, which is a circular train. It's a full circle, so it goes around and keeps going around. There are two directions. And I said I always wanted to walk the whole circumference of that. And we're in Tessie, we're talking. It's like, yeah, maybe I should do that for AV Tokyo. We're walking across the whole circumference and see if I can make it in time for AV Tokyo closings. And so we started, so that came up, and then they had a couple badges, AV Tokyo badges. And so basically I went down to do this run, like that old fable, the girl who sells matches, around like, would you like badges? Whatnot.
I feel like I know it.
Yeah. So poor girl has to raise money selling matches and whatnot. So
you were the poor girl in this story?
I went around selling badges to people. So we announced that, because of the badges got stuck in customs, they delivered late. So some people couldn't get the badges. So I said, well, I'll carry some and people can buy it off me if they can find me on this route. The route itself is 42K. So it's about the size of a full marathon. And I was going to do it alone. And then when I showed up at the starting point, there were like one of my student staff volunteers was like, I want to go too. I'm like, you really want to walk 42K with me? And like, I don't care. I mean, like, I'm not taking responsibility for your well-being. Like, no, that's cool. So he hung out. And then as I'm walking this circumference of the train, people started to join me. It was like, can I walk 2 stations with me? Like, yeah, come on. So people stopped me like, I want to buy a badge. And we sold 5 badges. So I was just like amazed.
That's awesome.
It was a really interesting experience. It was this kind of, it was an interesting way of combining, like a new type of hybrid, right? Because most of the conferences is online, except for me walking around the city selling badges, which is a new way of a offline portion of, because you don't hear that. I mean, the worldwide ward driving competition is very much like that in the spirit. And no, I had fun. There were parts of the place that that I have never been to, and yeah, Forrest Gump, and the Forrest Gump of Wi-Fi is going to be a new thing. Chumbawamba and Forrest Gump of the Wi-Fi.
That's the new name of the show. Chumbawamba and Forrest Gump of Wi-Fi. Coming at you. Really?
But so yeah, I mean, I had fun. It was the funny thing is after 42K, I was like, yeah, I want another. I wanted 42K didn't trigger the satisfaction I was looking for walking, so I ended up doing another 5K afterwards. Just like I was like, yeah.
Why didn't you go another 10? Get a clear 50. Nice round.
No,
number.
it was just like the Ray route. I just jumped off a train somewhere and just started walking, which was another 5K. So, but
that's freaking awesome. Way to be in the zone and then keep going too.
Yeah,
that's really awesome.
It's come to my attention that I enjoy the distance beyond 40K.
Yeah,
when I do long walks, like the 24K was okay, but I mean, like once I hit 40, I'm like, oh, I want to do another 10K to suffer real bad. Just like. So, but the other part is that I did develop a rig for this new one because of the requirements of running 42K battery stuff, and I wanted lightweight. My rig is okay; it's much lighter than yours, but still, it's a bit of a bigger thing. It does require a custom backpack. I wanted something a little bit more compact. So yeah, I built a new rig for it. It worked out okay. There are a couple of minor tweaks and tweaks that I need to get done.
Are we going to be able to get to see your rig?
No, I'm not sharing that
yet. Damn it! I wish you would just show us instead of drinking your water this whole show.
So what's the problem with custom rigs in a backpack? You need a backpack. Right?
Okay, side note, I had a backpack. I had the DerbyCon. The last DerbyCon backpack was my go-to backpack for Disney World. And my literal back was a sweaty mess. So I want to find a back solution, a carrying solution for a rig that I can put swag in and not have back sweat. That's my goal for before I go to another big
Or you
trip.
can put the stuff in a dry bag inside the backpack and you wouldn't have to worry about sweat seeping into
I don't care about sweat and getting into it. I just care about my back being sweaty. It's annoying and it hurts.
No.
And then I get
that's
on
what
my back.
You need here, let me I don't have it on me. But there's
like a fan, like a breathable fan thingy.
Here's the thing what you need. You need a mesh shirt. I have one of them. It's drying out right now, but there's a polyester mesh shirt that ultra runners and runners use, which provides a dry layer. Basically what it does, it wicks out the sweat to your second layer, and in that way you don't get cold sweat back going but it's a fine mesh shirt. So anyway, the rig I built was, the problem with that is that I'm okay because I've gotten to the point where I can build custom backpacks.
Yeah.
But sometimes, that's not really feasible. Now, the other thing is that there's a lot of backpacks that have water bottle holders.
Yeah.
That can hold a Nalgene bottle. Okay,
right.
This is a big one, but the size-wise, it's about that size, right? So what I've done is I've built a rig that's in a Nalgene bottle. Well, I cut the bottom part, right? So basically, this thing can sit in any water bottle holder capable backpack.
Right.
It provides the protection. The antennas are pretty stable. And then the airflow is from the bottom to the top. So airflow, right?
Very nice.
You want me to pull it out?
Yes, I would love to. Also, I spy a
That's what she
GPS.
said.
I spy a GPS.
So the way it works out is that this is the rig itself. The downside is I have to cut down on radios. So it has 3 radios. It has 3 radios. It has Alpha ACM, 36 ACM, Panda 9UA, AU, whatnot, and then there's a little stubby thing, and then I'm using a Pi Sugar to UPS, which allows me to switch the power source, which is this USB cable.
Yeah.
I have an LED that provides me, where's that? Yeah, there's an LED there that provides me state of what if it has a GPS log, whatnots, whatnits.
And that's
And then-
based off of a script you wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a GPS dongle right here, right?
That's a sexy GPS.
It is a very good GPS. Thank you for White Shadow for the recommendation. And then the whole thing is just sits on a 3D printed base that I printed, right?
Yeah.
The fan is right there. So the fan blows it against the wall of the bottle. So it creates an updraft, which then can suck the air from the bottom.
Huh.
And then maintenance wise, I can get access to the SD card, whatnot. So, and stickers make it go fast. So,
Dude, why do you do it? Why do you do a
and-
show with me? You're like a
and don't
fucking
worry, your
monster
sticker
at
is on
building
it too.
things.
Your sticker is on it too.
Yeah. This is awesome.
So yeah,
Well done, sir. Well done.
this is a lot lighter than my previous rig, and it fits in a water bottle. So
Oh my gosh.
once I set it up, I launch it, throw it into my backpack, and I'm done.
Yeah.
So yeah, it worked okay. It worked. This is the trade-off, right? I mean, I would love to have 7, 8 radios, but then I need to carry power.
Right.
When I do a 42K, I like to carry change of shirt because the weather changes. You know, when I start in the morning and I end up at night, I need different layers. I need snacks, gels,
Right.
and whatnot. And this time I walked the 42K in my Vibrant 5 fingers. I am in love with those.
Are you?
Dude.
Okay, so side note, at Disney World, I ran into this lady. She was outside of the bathrooms, and I told her that I was a runner, and she's like, "Oh, she loved the Vibrant 5 fingers," but she switched recently to this new thing, and it's like a tape pad you put on your foot, and that's it. You literally just put a piece of tape on your foot.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
So
that.
I'm like, I'm like, no, I got to tell my buddy about this because he's got to try it. I want to see you try it.
No, I'm not doing that. I like the protection the Vibrant 5 fingers offer. Because
It gives
there are a
you
couple times.
protection. It's like a piece of tape on your foot.
No, the problem is I stubbed my toes in a couple places on the wall.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing raw toe. So
Live for the pay!
but man, I'm having way too much fun with the soundboard.
Yeah, that's a solid soundboard. I'm impressed.
But no, so I had fun. I'm going through a couple more tests, and hopefully it will become more of a thing. So then I'll have multiple options, right? The trade-off is that I need to come up with a good balance of radio and weight and size that allows me to do the 40-50Ks that I enjoy. So
Yeah. Enjoy, he says.
right. No, it's gotten to the point where I'm looking for, dude, next month is going to be beautiful. I have another route planned.
Oh.
I think I'll do a long walk every month from now on.
Oh, wow.
It's truly enjoyable.
Huh.
I truly enjoy it.
I cannot wait to get over there and do 100K with you.
Yeah, well, I'm training for that. See, the thing is, the Vibrant 5 fingers actually made my legs stronger, and I can notice the difference.
Wow.
Like the year that I spent in like regular running shoes versus the 4 or 5 months I've been going closer to bare feet,
Yeah.
my leg strength is substantially different.
Huh.
Now, I'm not a physical exercise expert by no means. I'm a nerd with tools that loves Wi-Fi. So I mean, but as an individual user, I love the 5 fingers, Vibrant 5 fingers.
Yeah.
They made my legs much stronger, and I could feel the difference in the 42K that I did this Saturday. Because like Saturday I was like, I worked 42K, and then Sunday I was like, I woke up and I'm like, My legs are okay. Monday, I was like, oh, I feel like going out for a walk, but I should probably take a rest. And then it started raining, so I hit the stationary bike for like an hour.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, no, I mean, I definitely had fun. So sure.
That's awesome.
Stat wise, the 42K, I added up another 27,000 new Wi-Fi spots.
Whoa.
On Wiggle, 123,000 Bluetooth. So yeah, I don't want to be
Not bad.
I don't want to be bragging, but you know,
Not bad.
If you want to go through the stats as you know, if you want to go through the stats as you did, you know,
I'm down. Let's do it. Bring it up.
All right, hold on. Let me just.
I showed you mine. You got to show me yours.
All right.
Hold, please. Let's see. Main screen. Boom. Why does it full screen? Exit full screen. There we go. And hold on, I'm gonna break everything for a second. There we go. Okay.
All right, so the Wiggle 24K.
You might want to zoom just a skosh. If you can.
Can I?
Control Shift plus button.
Oh, yeah. Well, hitting the right key might actually help.
There we go.
So the Wiggle 24K are these two lines because these are the two phones that I carried.
Yeah.
So file size.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to audit these Wiggle 1, 2, and 3 files, please. I think that there's some shenanigans going on here. Ark, can we get Ark in the chat, please? Somebody tweet Ark. I want to recount. There's no way he did this.
Wait, we should hire the Cyber Ninjas to audit. Hey, Cyber Ninjas, I heard you guys are out of the job.
They would be like, CSV with like actual MAC addresses? What the fuck is this?
No, it would be like it turns out that I actually wiggled more than I submitted to Wiggle. So yeah, the two lines are these two lines. So 53,000 and 28,000 lines for the 24. And then I think the Wiggle 1, 2, 3s, these are the ones for the rigged on the 42K. So 55,000, 100,000, 7,000. And it crashed halfway through and the battery ran out. That's why it's a really small file for 789 lines. Then my phones recorded 216,000 and 228,000.
Quick question.
So,
when you have a crash like that, do you go in and like manually vacuum your SQLite databases and try to pull out extras?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Me too. I was just checking.
I have a couple scripts that what happens is that because of the write, sometimes it will have a malformed database. So I wrote a little script that basically takes the bad database and dumps it to a new database.
Oh, nice.
And then I upload that, run that through Kismet. And
you know, I could copy that and then steal it and then put it on my GitHub.
Yeah. Or you can actually write the goddamn thing yourself. It's not that hard.
Whatever. That sounds like 30 lines of code. I don't write more than 10.
It's literally like 3 lines of code. The problem is that I could never remember it. That's why I wrote it out. But here's the king. If you have a bad Kismet database and it says malformed image or whatnots and it couldn't do vacuum or whatnots, you can run SQLite against it and then copy whatever is in there into a new database. Now you will lose some,
right,
because of the corrupt data.
But you're gonna lose it anyways. It's already dead.
Yeah, you can recover a lot. So
yeah, vacuuming helps, and then copying to a new database.
Yeah.
That's a good point. So
I also changed the way I copy it over. Is that like up to now I had the script that looked at the file size and that never worked. Yeah. Now I just do a periodic like reboot every 3 hours and then copy it over before a reboot.
Before the reboot. Interesting.
So yeah, so the Bluetooth wise, 30,000, 93,000. I don't want to brag about, 11,000 and 3,000. So I mean, that's my stats.
Well, at least I was close to you on Bluetooth. So
right.
That's something. At least
Close
one
is
of my
relative.
numbers was in the same realm.
Yeah.
No, that's freaking awesome. Well done, yo.
Right.
Well done.
Can we see API keys? Yes, you can.
What?
No, Bill was like, can you see your API keys? Like, of course you can.
What would you do with them, Mr. Bill? Tell us. What would you do if you had access to his API keys?
But so that was me. It's been a rough, like interesting and rough, and 2.5 weeks for me. I'm about to hit the road again, and I'm not looking forward to international travel after 2 years I've been on the ground. Man, I swear to God, the paperwork that I have to go through is ridiculous.
Yeah, it sounds rough.
It is
Rough.
ridiculous. But
Don't worry, just let me know and I'll come rescue you if you need it. I got a bed for you and everything.
I'm probably gonna load up my my iPad with what's the Tom Hanks movie? Transfer or the one? Oh, Terminal.
Terminal, yes. Yes, Terminal.
Yeah. And be like, that's me now. I was stuck in the terminal, like in limbo. I'm like, I want to go home or somewhere else. But yep. So a lot of things we catch up. We're coming up to the hour, but there were some news items like Mr. Bill told out, shouted out, like more drivers in Tel Aviv cracking passwords. Okay, fine. Courthouse Wi-Fi crashes forces delay of hearing. iPhone. The interesting article that I did have was iPhone can be tracked by Bluetooth. It's not what you think it is. It's basically what they took is they used a couple SDRs to fingerprint the actual Bluetooth radio signal. Turns out there's enough diversity that you can actually track people on the Bluetooth fingerprint, which it's on Tom's guide. I'll share the link in the chats.
Yeah, do it. That's really interesting. Need to check that out.
So basically, it was a university study done.
According to Mr. Bill, University of California, San Diego.
Yeah.
Shout out SD.
It instead of focusing on the MAC addresses that usually people associate with tracking, they focused on the radio signals that the transmitter emits, Bluetooth transmitter emits. Interesting article, good article, too technical for my understanding. So,
well, you just got a after the show project for me. Thanks.
Yeah. So, anyway, I think that's good enough. My apologies. Next week I'll be on the road, and I don't think I can do the show because I'll be with my client for most of the times and whatnots and things.
Things
happen.
Come up.
And then after that, I'm gonna have to quarantine myself, and I don't know how strict the quarantine regulations are gonna be. So
we will find out. As long as you have internet, everything will be okay.
There might be a possible 3-week break for us.
Holy crap.
Holy shit.
Danger! Danger!
I wonder how many clips I can play before we get striked.
What's this? I'm getting notification right now that Twitch is about to cancel our account.
Oh my god! Fucking thing sucks!
If you want to run this show with somebody else, be my guest.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll have to play it by ear and see what happens.
Right.
So.
Did you have cereal this morning? Let it out! Let it out!
But anyway, I think that's it. As always, wiggle like you mean it.
Wiggle like you mean it.
Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 yeah.
And then
hack all the things, drink all the booze, hack all the things.
And then after
this
you're
fucking
done
this rebel, still give me wings.
And then after all you've done that,
Sex, sex, sex on the beach.
That's it, guys. That's the show.
We
Hope
love you
like it.
all. We
I'll
miss
be
y'all
adding more
faces.
clips,
We can't
so-
wait to see all of y'all. We miss you. We miss you. Have a wonderful night, and we will see you back here soon. Stay watching the Twitters. We'll keep you posted. Love your faces.
Boys and girls, go back to your studies. Believe me, nothing in life is free.